at the Bed-Stuy Farm here in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. It's in the heart of a neighborhood that is really considered a food desert.
We grow food for three different areas. We grow food for people in need and are hungry that come to our food pantry. We grow food for our cooking programs that train people how to cook healthy food. And we grow food for our farmers market, which we sell food to the community for low cost.
And what makes the Bed-Stuy Farm an exciting project is because it's helping through the Brooklyn Rescue Mission to improve food access in Brooklyn.
Well, we farm 200 by 50. We grow about 7,000 pounds worth of food in a good year. The best year we ever had, we grew 14,000 pounds. We also grow tomatoes, eggplant, green beans, basil, oregano, carrots, jalapeno peppers, green peppers, bitter melon, squash, two types of grapes, figs, strawberries, and blueberries.
There was a need for an emergency food program to help feed these people, but there was a greater need for fresh, wholesome food. Our vision for the Bed-Stuy Farm was to help expand fresh food access in this Bed-Stuy community and involved the residents and involved emergency food customers and guests and involved youth. 9 out of 10 stores in this community are bodegas. And when you find a supermarket, a good produce section is hard to find. Our youth deserve to have access to urban farm programs and be able to identify peppermint and spearmint, basil and oregano. What adding herbs to your food instead of salt can do for your palates and how it can keep them alive, healthy and viable and competitive in a society that has punished us for being poisoned by processed foods that we are forced to buy because of the lack of access to fresh foods.
We are in negotiations and a battle with the city because we're farming a space that doesn't belong to us. It belonged to another nonprofit that abandoned it about 7 years ago. It was weeds and it was abandoned, it was trash. So we actually tried to clean it up and work it. That nonprofit has $275,000 in fines, but they're like, well, so we have to get the money from somebody. We would like to sell that land that belongs to the other group and we'll give you another spot. The spots they offered us were too shady or too small or too far away. So we're hoping with legitimate pressure and enough public support they may be able to consider allowing us to keep the land. Well, they can sign our petition online. They also can call the council people and complain about land use and say that gardeners should be able to keep their land and mention Brooklyn Rescue Mission. They can even call the mayor's office and say we would like for gardeners to keep their land and mention Brooklyn Rescue Mission, but also the fact that the mayor might want to continue to have good, healthy food grown throughout the city.